No,
India?
no.
Where?
Indonesia.
What you doing?
I'm doing video
For you?
for YouTube. I'm doing by myself.
Travel blogger?
Yeah, some sort. Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently in Hue, located 700 kilometers down south of Hanoi. I took 4 hours sleeping bus from Hoi An. I've just arrived in Hue. That's the bus. From here I'll get Grab car, all of my stuff, shoes. Yay, my Grab has arrived. Hello. Thank you. Hello, Jen. Shifa.
Yeah, nice
Nice to meet you.
Simple ไปเห็นฮะ
It's already too much. Yeah. No, it's heavy. Let me help.
Give one hand.
You hold that one. I'll hold this one.
Okay,
Mm.
Our house.
Wow, yeah, very beautiful.
Yeah, in this house you will be staying with me. My husband.
Yeah,
We
nice.
have 2 daughters.
Yeah, I saw that. What's your name? Hi. Hello. What's your name? Huh? How old are you?
How old are you?
Hey? 3. What is 3 in Vietnamese?
Ba.
Back. Oh. So I arrived a couple of days ago, and if you don't know already, Hue is basically the last imperial capital of Vietnam back in the days during the Nguyen Dynasty. Happened between 1804 to 1945. And Nguyen Dynasty was basically the last imperial family in Vietnam. I'm currently in Imperial City. If you can see behind me, it's basically the Citadel. The historic Citadel is actually a great attempt to build a resemblance to recreate what is known as Forbidden City in Beijing, China. And Hue itself is known as the Forbidden Purple City. It is fascinating because I think there will be a lot of resemblance to Chinese architectural. In 1968, America came with its military forces, and during that time as well, a lot of buildings in Hue was blasted by bombs. And so Hue is lacking of remaining and surviving structures, such as one of that behind me. Hoi An and Hue are both UNESCO World Site, if I'm not mistaken, but I think Hoi An is far more touristy, being that it is actually a small old town located in a county, whereas Hue is a city. So I am standing right in front of the Citadel itself, and you can see that there are a lot of resemblance to Chinese architectural building, because it was in the past built to recreate the Forbidden City in Beijing. So we are entering the Royal Palaces. Royal Palace, sorry, there's only one behind me basically. The Citadel actually meant for the walls surrounding this particular city, Imperial City. The ticket is 150,000 dong, which is less than $10. So if you like historical things, then I think you will enjoy this particular site. I am entering that particular building. I'm sure there will be plenty of beautiful architecture. However, sadly, it says no camera or photography is allowed. So this area is basically a temple. It used to be a temple that was used to do worshipping, stuff like that. But much of it are ruins because of the war. So it's quite sad, hey? Can you imagine that this was a very fully functioning palace, meaning there were courtyards, houses, buildings that was used for meetings and stuff like that, or even like behind me. It's beautiful architecture. However, a lot of sacred buildings or sacred places like this, they don't allow you to bring any camera or photography, whatever inside. So respectfully try to follow that and do not sneak trying to take pictures for the sake of social media. If I'm understanding it right, Citadel is actually the wall that protects the important palaces. If you're looking at the architectural design, everything, even to the point where how the trees, it resembles a lot to the heritage of Chinese dynasty. In the past, Vietnam was divided into the south and the north, and the capital city of the north was Hanoi. However, it was moved to Hue in order for them to unite the South and the North Vietnam. Despite the fact that Hue was a prosperous city, it was sort of lacking of power in terms of trying to counteract the influence of France before the American War. Those two buildings I just visited were temples area, meaning it was a compound dedicated for temples, for the emperors, the royal families, for anniversaries, deaths. And funny enough, interestingly, no women were allowed, right, to actually attend any of that rituals. According to my observation, a lot of the gates, temples are painted by red colors. So in Chinese culture, red means lucky. And it itself, not only the bonsai, the tree, the color, the dragon, I've seen a lot of dragons. It's definitely 100% heritage of Chinese dynasty. So, after walking under such heat, with such humidity, the best way to do, literally drenched in sweat, is to drink coffee. There's this particular salt coffee that is quite unique and probably worth trying. Let's go. It is called as Ban Khoai Hong Mai. I'm so gonna butcher